Hello there, my name is Tom Sprallo and I'm bringing you this Bitcoin update. And if you're into crypto, into Bitcoin trading or any other cryptocurrencies, then you really want to watch this video till the end. And as always, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so that you're always notified that I make a new upload. And most importantly, always watch my videos from the beginning till the end and smash up the like button as soon as you start watching the video. This is going to help the channel very much, and it's a lot easier to smash the like button, comment down below than to actually make these videos on the daily basis. So that's all I'm asking, and thank you very much in advance. Okay, so in today's video, I really want to talk to you about a few things in the Bitcoin chart that are actually, Bitcoin is giving mixed signals, in my personal opinion, and right now we are in the middle of the danger zone for this potential breakout, which again, in my personal opinion, it's a real breakout because we are already far too high and the volume is there. So for it to be suddenly a fake out, it would be a very difficult thing to say. However, certainly the market can always turn around, it can correct, it can start to consolidate, and that's a completely different scenario compared to, it being a fake out. So there are a few things I want to mention in this video, show you a few places where I've taken some interesting small scalp trades for those of you who are into scalp trading, and also show you the current price targets and the reason why my risk and money management did not permit me to enter into a bigger swing trade. So let me show you exactly. So as you've seen this many times already before, we were in this downward wedge and falling wedge, and now we're finally breaking out. Now, what's important to see is in a 15, let's get the scalp trading out of the way, and we were stuck in between two very, very important key market levels. Number one was 40,500, which I said was important, and the price did slow down in that area. And also this one right here, which is 42,300. And so basically price was squeezed in between these two levels, and I mean it consolidated for such a long time, and I mean it's a beautiful consolidation, and I could not resist. So I've taken quite a few scalp trades. Some were actually, I got stopped out a few times, and some of them actually my take profit was reached because for my scalp trades my stop loss is very close. I mean it's super short, super tiny, so that I want to take at least like 3 to 1. So I was stopped out quite a few times, but in the end of the day I made like $1,500, and that was it. So it was quite fun. And the reason why I've taken it, number one, I just wanted to enjoy some scalp trading, which I used to do quite a lot in the world of indices and futures, and my students will understand. And the reason number two is that I really was trying to find an interesting place to enter into a bigger swing trade that I was waiting for quite a while. We had this down below, you remember this breakdown, which could have led us into a more prices going down, but it didn't happen. It actually boosted the price upward, which again, anything can change at an instant. I mean, good news comes out and that's it. So in this instance right here, when the unemployment rates are back to what they were before COVID, I mean, certainly this for crypto is insane. So whenever we are taking a technical trade right here and we don't have any good fundamentals at any given moment, and then right here some good news come out, what can you do about it? Of course, the price is going to turn, and especially if there is going to be something as huge as unemployment rates. So this is what happened, and if you've taken it and had a short stop loss, as I always recommend, that's easy peasy. So in this instance, why am I saying that this is currently quite difficult to take a like a midterm swing trade? Let me explain it, to put it in perspective, and if you're into a long trade right now, you really want to watch this video till the end. So currently we are facing we broke above in a 15-minute chart above 42,300, which again, as I said, was a very key important level right now. And when this candle closed, actually this breaking candle, there was so much power in it, so much volume, that it propelled this candle so far away from our break. Just like for example, we had this break right here. This was a no-brainer to enter into it with a understandable stop loss of like $1,000 or something in terms of the price movement, not the actual fiscal risk. And also in this area right here, very easy to enter. However, when we have such an enormous candle that simply takes us into the zone of huge resistances, it means you can enter into it for sure, but you need to have a very long stop. So I was doing a lot of calculation yesterday, and I was always calculate my risks and the potential downside, upside, and I always put it into my risk and money management algorithm to see whether it's a green light or a red light. So, and this is very important. I always trade in accordance to my trading algorithm, and I don't do any emotional rubbish. So, which leads to losses always, because it becomes an unsystematic way of trading. So, in this area, the entry was possible around 41,500. So in this consolidation, the 15-minute chart, which was quite beautiful, the entry was possible in there. But my stop loss would have had to be around $38,000. So that would be a stop loss that is $3,500 away, and then my take profit would have had to be, according to my RM, would have to be at around $52,000, which actually is also a very important resistance level, which I didn't get to it just yet. But on the way, we've had this level, which is 42,300. Then we also have 46,000. And if we take a look at the volume profile, then we'll see that we are pretty much in the middle of, let's just go back a little bit. So we are basically in the middle of this volume here, and then we're going to see a lot of resistance right here at 46, which is really close, just a few K. And this was just the risk that was not worth it. The potential reward was not worth the risk, in my personal opinion, and in accordance to my algorithm. So if the entry would have been possible around this area, so around 39K, or maybe, like 38 and a half up to 39 and a half at the most, so half of this paranormal candle, in my opinion, it's a huge paranormal candle, then I would have taken it for sure. But again, this being so far up just is not worth the risk, in my personal opinion, right now. So I want to find a different structure for it. And if it's going to be a bit later, that's fine. I mean, that's fine. But what I wanted to mention, that if you're in a long trade right now, congratulations on your profit, that's good. But there is something that I want to show you, which in my personal opinion is a mixed signal. So number one, which is very important. So we have this volume, this break. I mean, the volume is incredible, right? It's beautiful. So we can say that this is a real breakout. But at the same time, look at the next volume. The volume dropped in half. And then again, like 25% drop, another 20% drop. So volume is actually going down. So that's not exactly that very good. And if we take a look at the previous breakouts, let me just make it a bit bigger. Then we'll see that the volume and the break was bigger than before, and then the next candle was also bigger, then it was some kind of consolidation, then again the volume was increasing, etc. And just in general, if we take a look at the overall volume size during previous breakouts, the most recent interesting breakouts, then this would probably be the median volume that we would see also in this breakout right here. And if we see that the volume currently is half of these volumes here at previous breakout. So very questionable situation. So this is one of the mixed signals. Then the next thing that I want to show you is the whale activity. Whales are back in action, and this is something that you really have to pay attention to. Because remember, as I said previously, that this was very interesting to see that there was such a drop in whale activity, such an abrupt one, from 89% down to 80%, one of the hugest abrupt moves down. And as I've said before, and also on my Twitter, and please follow me on Twitter, the verified account with a blue check mark. And as I said, that this was an interesting sign, a worrying sign for the bear market. And in this instance right here, again, we are seeing bears go back into play. Very important, have to pay attention to this. So whenever, again, when you're looking at this metric right here, the rule of thumb is that when we're going above 85%, this is very, very bearish. When we are sticking below, let's go back. When we're sticking below 85%, this is actually bullish, our previous breakout right here. And as we are moving upward, we're sticking below 85% of whale activity. And here it's spiking up yet again. So again, this is not financial advice. This is something that I'm seeing, and it's very, very easy to see. So certainly this is quite bearish, in my opinion, in a very short-term perspective. But what's a mixed signal, which we really have to take a look at, is, let me just find it. There it is. So Bitcoin futures open interest. The open interest is certainly rising. But again, we had a breakout, so people are more into opening some kind of long trades right now and longing the market, believing that it's a real breakout. So that's why open interest is higher. I mean, it's a good sign, but is it really that important? Of course, there's going to be an increase in open interest, in my opinion. So this is also something to see, that a lot of people are saying, wow, in the crypto fear and greed index, we are actually going soon higher than the point of December 22nd. And if we go higher, this is going to be an interesting divergence in terms of the market sentiment and fear and greed index, which could be an interesting indication. But the decreasing volume currently and us facing one very important resistance, something that not too many people are looking at, and that is the 50 moving average. So take a look at it. We are actually currently facing resistance at it right now. So is it going to be the turning point for us to correct a little bit and actually dance around these levels for some time and then take off in the upper direction? Could be. Anything could be. So at this point, that's the reason why we have so much resistance. We have so much volume standing here. We have 46,000 on the way. We're currently stuck to 42,300. We have this 50 moving average, which has always been quite important for us and has been an indication of a break. So we are breathing right into it right now, and seeing this decrease in volume in the current situation with the whales. I'm not saying that this is something that, you know, for sure we're going to be going down from here, but this is something that I've noticed it. We might move a little bit ahead above, and then we're going to maybe correct a little bit to see this volume, this drop in volume to actually play out and perhaps consolidate for a little bit, and then I'm going to find myself a bigger trade in a more midterm perspective. But in the meantime, I'm stuck to taking small trades here and there, which is also fine. I mean, it's nothing, there is nothing wrong with it. And if you want to be trading Bitcoin as well, or any other cryptocurrency, or the stock market, or futures, then there is a link down in the description of this video to Bybit, which I'm personally using, and I have over $250,000 with Bybit just for active trading, so I do trust them. And right now, with my exclusive link, you'll get up to $4,100 in free bonuses that you can claim right now by clicking the link, opening an account. It's for both new customers and existing customers of Bybit as well, by the way. So click the link, open an account, deposit money into it. So after your initial deposit, put the money in there, go to Rewards Hub and claim extra amazing rewards which you can use for your own trading, which is super amazing. And yeah, so this is pretty much it. This is all I wanted to mention. Please comment down below, what are you doing? Are you in the long position? Are you short? Because right now the market sentiment is 50-50. Some are saying that we're going to the moon, some are saying that this is just a bull trap, and we're still not above 44,000, which is actually quite an important, just technically in terms of patterns and stuff, that we are still not higher than the previous peak, which we were actually, this peak right here, this was the confirmation, so it came on the second day after our breakout, and right here we are still ways away from it. So this is also actually a very important resistance, so this is something to watch out for. And opening a long trade right now in this battlefield, it's not personally, it doesn't go in accordance with my personal taste and risk and money management, but if you are one of those people who enjoy this kind of risk, then that's for you. All right, thank you very much for watching. Stay smart, stay rich. Comment down below, smash up that like button, and thank you as always. Peace and love, Tom Scrollo. See you in the next video. Cheers.